Welcome to this week's Face the Facts Friday, where we go through the most interesting vegan and animal rights stories from the last week or so. This week, we've got our headline story, Logan Paul abuses animals again, something fishy or not so fishy about Subway sandwiches, more evidence that dairy is dead, some inspiring news from India, and finally, we'll finish with your favorite, the meat flakes of the week, where we'll respond to some of the stupid and funny comments that I've seen from both non-vegans and vegans over the last week. Yes, we have some vegan drama this week, so make sure you stick around till the end to see what's going on about that. Are you ready to start this week's Face the Facts Friday? If you're ready, then leave a comment right now saying, I get fact once a week. And I shouldn't have to repeat myself now, guys. You know, I'm saying fact, not the other word. You're getting fact once a week. And let's kick off with the first story. YouTube celebrity Logan Paul is in trouble for doing some dumb shit again. And this time, it's involving animals again. In the past, he posted a video where he was tasing dead rats. And in another video, he took a fish out of his pond and gave them CPR. This is the same guy who went to Japan and posed with the dead bodies of people who'd killed themselves, again, all for a YouTube video. It's safe to say Logan Paul is a bit of a twat. And when I say a bit, I mean a lot. So what's he done now? He's shown the world how much of a real man he is by going head-to-head with a highly dangerous, violent, uncontrollable baby bull. Yeah. He went into a bullfighting ring and faced off with a baby bull. Hey! Ingrid Newkirk from PETA said it better than I could. She said, quote, this demonstrably desperate and vile little wannabe celebrity who got his jollies from tasing dead rats is now playing at bullfighting, a blood sport in which insecure men in tight pants taunt, exhaust, and stab a bull until he's weak enough to be stabbed in the spine. No decent person in the world would follow any example that Logan Paul sets. There was definitely nothing humane about this slaughter. I never thought I'd see Logan Paul get roasted by Ingrid Newkirk. But 2021 continues to deliver the goods. I'll just add one thing, once again, that Logan Paul is a massive twat. And if by any chance you end up watching this video, Logan, man, don't abuse animals just to try and get even more famous than you already are. What the fuck are you doing? Go rewatch your podcast with James Aspey, stop being a twat, and go vegan. So guys, Subway has hit the news for their tuna sandwiches not actually having any fish in them. Yes, you heard that right. Fish sandwiches with no fish in them. Apparently, there was a lab analysis done on their tuna fish sandwiches and they found no fish DNA in them. So who knows what the fuck people have actually been eating. Now, the vegan seafood company, Good Catch, capitalized on the drama. They set up vans outside Subway branches in the USA and one in London too, and gave free fish-free vegan sub sandwiches to the public, which is both fucking hilarious and brilliant. Smart marketing from Good Catch and some real nasty shit from Subway. And to everyone saying, ew, vegan fish, you'd rather eat some unidentified fishy tasting mush. Imagine looking at vegan food and saying, nah, I'd rather have it with the blood and guts, thanks. At least you know where the vegan fish came from. You know what's in it. And it didn't come from literally gutting an animal. Just eat the vegan food and stop being a little bish. The seafood industry might take a bit longer to catch on, but the dairy industry is starting to get it, at least. Because another huge dairy company has just started making plant-based milk. This one is a 75-year-old dairy company in Canada. It just added its first vegan milk to its product line. They haven't stopped selling the cow breast milk yet, but a 75-year-old dairy company selling vegan milk is definitely a good sign. Dairy is dead. It won't be long now. No more of these grown-ass adult humans suckling from cows like giant babies, like some freaky little weirdos with a fetish for bovine breast milk. I know oat milk doesn't give you that same thrill, but you can just pretend. You could even get your partner to dress up as a cow and feed it to you, if that helps you at all. We have to be open-minded if we want a vegan world, guys. Don't judge people for their nasty fetishes. Help them get their kicks without abusing animals. All right, well, that got a bit weird. But speaking of vegan milk, would you try potato milk? Because the vegan company, vegan dairy brand Doug, has just launched the world's first potato milk. Would I try it? As someone who just got a potato tattooed on their skin for life, of course I'd fucking try it. Of course I'd try it. I've got a tattoo of a potato. How could I not? I actually can't wait to try it. Potatoes are the best food on the planet, and you can't change my mind. There is nothing you can't do with a potato. Nothing. Potatoes can feed the poor. Potatoes can end climate change. Potatoes can solve the Palestine conflict. They can do it all. Maybe not that last one, but, you know. Or maybe they could, I don't know. If you love potatoes as much as me, let me know by liking this video and hitting that subscribe button. And if you've already subscribed, then hit that little notification bell too. Now we're off to India, and we're going to talk about Eid, the mass animal slaughter festival that just took place. But we do have some inspirational stories. And then it's on to our meat flakes of the week. So, Altab Hossain is a Muslim vegan activist who just did a 72-hour fast to protest against the animal sacrifice. Altab is a passionate, committed, and brave activist who we've had on the channel here before. I'll put the link to that video up here somewhere for later. Thank you, Altab, and all the Muslim vegans who protested over this festival. You are doing such important and dangerous work, and you are appreciated. 13 camels that were being smuggled through India to be killed during the festival were rescued by activists. 11 of them survived the ordeal and are now being taken care of in a shelter. In all the bloodshed, it's reassuring to know that some animals were spared the horror and will get to live in peace. So thank you to all who were involved in this amazing rescue. And finally, Mumbai Animal Save activists donated 500 vegan food packages to orphanages in Mumbai to help the kids and also to promote a meat-free Eid celebration. It's always great when you can combine an animal rights message with a humanitarian effort. Thank you to the activists who made this happen. All right, guys, who's ready for our meat flakes of the week? Leave a comment right now saying, let the meat flakery commence, and let's see what we've got with the meat flakes of this week. And guys, let me tell you, we've got some this week. We have got some actual vegan meat flakery, believe it or not. And do you know what? You're going to have to bear with me because it turns out that maybe, just maybe, I didn't send them from my phone to the laptop yet. So you're going to have to wait a moment. But let me tell you, it's some intense meat flakery. And actually, I've had to coin a new word for this week's meat flakes of the week, because unfortunately, I don't think meat flake really counts for some of these individuals. We've had to come up with a new word for them, all right? And that new word is going to be woke flake. Because we've got cheese flake for vegetarians, meat flake, like for vegetarians who get offended, meat flake for non-vegans who get offended, and now we're going to have to go for woke flake, and that's going to be specifically for people who get offended in like a woke way. You know, people who go on about, you know, bring race into the equation and things like that. So we've got a new one, woke flake. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about in just one moment. Just as soon as I have got these files into place. Lack of preparation, guys. How embarrassing, huh? Just not acceptable. But let's kick off with the first. Let's kick off with the vegan flake. The vegan who's been causing problems here. Hold up. Get over here, you guys. All right. So, All right, here we go. Here we go. So check it out. Check it out. You all know Lifting Vegan Logic, right? Well, unfortunately, he's been getting some shit from some woke flakes, vegan woke flakes. Now, check this out here. Do you remember this video we made together where we did the different types of vegan? And we did all different types of vegan. Remember, we didn't just do intersectionals. We did ALF type of vegan. We did the pick me vegan. We did all the types of vegans, right? But Danny, Lifting Vegan Logic, decided to put up this one on Twitter. Just a little clip, the intersectional vegan. And look what happened. A vegan woke flake sent him this. I unblocked you. Well, tweeted this. I unblocked you to tell you I will fight you one-on-one for your account. If I win, you leave all social media. If you win, I leave all social media. You're in LA, I'm in Riverside. I'll drive to you. I'm free on weekends. Let me know. Imagine being so triggered, like a little woke little bitch. Oh my God. And so triggered that you were offering to fight him over wearing a wig and making fun of vegans when he is a vegan. Like, literally, Danny is like, okay, so Danny is a gym guy, right? But he has never once even slightly hinted at being a fighter, because he's not a fighter. He's not a guy who's going to come out with fists up, and I don't think he's ever even asked anyone for a fight online. That's not Danny. Danny's sensible. He doesn't do this schoolyard shit. So this guy, it just completely out of nowhere, trying to ask him for a fight because he's upset about the intersectional vegan video that he made. What a fucking woke flake. That's what he is. There's so many layers to this. And check this out, guys. It gets even better. This is this guy's account, okay? Like reading this? Positive vibes. Mental health advocate and positive vibes are in this guy's Twitter bio. Where are the positive vibes here, mate? Mental health advocate. What do you think it's doing for someone's mental health when you're trying to fight them over a fucking satirical video? I mean, how can you possibly have this in your bio? Positive vibes, mental health advocate. Do you know what it's like to be like accosted like this online? Have you ever like had it where someone has come after you? Have you guys in the chat ever experienced that, where someone does something like this to you? Like another vegan comes at you? Let me tell you something. It isn't good for your mental health. I can fucking guarantee you and promise you it's not good for your mental health. So listen, tofu, cat daddy, gordo vegan, you twat. You're full of shit. And you need to calm the fuck down. Fucking woke flake. So, yeah. There you go, guys. It's actually a vegan leading the charge this week in the flakes of the week. We're gonna have to just call it flakes of the week, actually. Not even meat flakes of the week, not cheese flakes of the week, not woke flakes of the week. It's just gonna be flakes of the week, because I'm gonna start including these fucking goons with the meat flakes and the cheese flakes. All right. So let's not spend too much longer on that. But yeah, guys, these guys are out there. Be ready for them, huh? All right. Here's a meat flake. Loves meat. Now, I included this today because I thought I don't really get it. Like, who loves meat? Are you saying you love meat? Or is it like, who loves meat? Are you trying to say I love meat? I mean, I love, plant-based meat. So I just found that one quite a comical one. Man, you wasted my time. I will sue you. I mean, go for it, man. Sue me. You've got it. You got me here. I'm here on the, I'm live. You got my word here. I give you permission to sue me for wasting your time. Let's see how far that goes. You suck, and what you do is absolute shit, bro. Close this channel. Elvin, not holding back any punches, man. That's pretty brutal, you know. And this is amongst the more direct to the point kind of meat flake, right? They're not even going to try and argue with me about veganism or anything like that. They just go straight for the you suck, what you do is shit, close your channel. Well, I mean, fortunately, I get about 100, maybe 200 of this kind of comment a day, and I still haven't closed the channel yet. You know, so guys, if you want me to close the channel, you know, you put in the comments, say I agree with Elvin. But if you don't want me to close the channel, then leave a comment right now saying fuck you, Elvin. CLT Jag says, Jaguar says, how many people do you want to brainwash? David, yes. I don't know how to brainwash people, but honestly, if I did know how to brainwash people, I would brainwash people to be vegan. I don't know how to do it though, so yeah. The guy's kind of accurate then in the end, really, isn't it? It's kind of true. Tell me how in the flying fuck am I selfish? Well, I guess this is in response to me saying you're a selfish piece of shit if you're not vegan. Tell me how I am the selfish one in the equation. So I am selfish for not being. Am I selfish for being myself? I do not understand me, the one just defending their own rights to eat meat compared to this hippie vegans shoving veganism up my throat. That's funny. How could I shove veganism up your throat? Does that mean I've reached in through your asshole and I've took it up through and I'm pushing it up here? Usually it's like veganism down the throat, isn't it? That's the one they say. I don't know how you would shove veganism up the throat. But I can tell you how you're selfish. You're selfish because, you know, you could live a perfectly happy and healthy life without hurting animals, but you choose not to because it's more easy for you to just hurt animals and you like how animals taste. So there's nothing more selfish than that. That's why you're selfish, Richard. But yeah, dude, I'll keep shoving veganism up your throat, bro. I mean, you know, whatever you're into. What a useless human being you are, David Rams. Pathetic. Get a life. It's so brutal, guys. So brutal. Stefan. Oh, Stefan. You know, what's interesting is imagine the place you have to be in your mind to type that out and send it to a stranger on the internet because you didn't like a video they made. You know, how incredibly pathetic and sad must your life be to stoop to a level to just say something like that. You know, it's not even an explanation of why I'm a useless human being. There's not even an explanation of why he thinks I don't have a life. It's just pure emotion, pure triggered meat flakery. That is meat flakery in its most purest form, isn't it? The most raw form of meat flakery. You are part of the problem in society today. Dave, don't be so serious, bro. I mean, there are a lot of problems in society today, and you know, I'm trying not to be one of them, Dave. But the irony of this is, Dave, is that by making that comment, Dave, you are also part of that problem in society today, Dave. Because, you know, maybe I am in some ways. I mean, obviously, we're all part of problems in society. But, Dave, by making that comment, you are a problem in society that with people who make those comments. Like, that is a problem in society, Dave. So, Dave, don't make silly comments like that. Because you're part of that problem that people make those silly comments. And that's a problem in society, Dave. You actually don't know what you're talking about. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry, it's so funny that all the words you're saying is not right, but ha ha ha. I love these type of comment. This is on a video where I talk about horse riding clearly because, I mean, look. And Lynn, let me explain why I find these comments funny. Because they say, when somebody says you don't know what you're talking about, I find this funny because you don't know what you're saying is not right. But yet they don't explain why you don't know what you're talking about or why they think what you're saying is wrong. The chances are they don't know why they think you are wrong. They just think you are wrong, so they just get their feels and type. And the irony is that when they call you stupid or whatever, or you don't know what you do, you don't know what you're talking about, the irony is that I make videos where I specifically reference and talk about my arguments in great detail and argue against others. So I have an idea of what I'm talking about clearly, but this person genuinely doesn't know what she's talking about. Otherwise, she would have made arguments. She would have actually argued against what I was saying. And this type of comment comes up so often on vegan channels. You're a fucking idiot. Fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. You're wrong. But then they never follow it up. They never have any substance. And then it's just, you don't get what I mean? It's like an irony. It's just like a circular kind of thing where it's like, by telling someone they don't know what they're talking about without telling them why they don't know what they're talking about, you in turn clearly don't know what you're talking about because you can't tell them why they don't know what they're talking about. Or you would have typed it. So you're the one who doesn't know what you're talking about, Lynn, and everyone who makes those stupid comments. Please do not act like Donald Trump. Behave. Listen, I've only got one thing to say to that. That's fake news. Fake news, and you're wrong, okay? I don't deal with fake news, all right? You're wrong, and that's the end of that. And we're back to the start. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's Face the Facts Friday. I hope you enjoyed the new flakes of the week, which are going to include woke flakes, vegan woke flakes, and non-vegan woke flakes. But honestly, I think we're going to see more vegan woke flakes because you know what? It's too funny. There's some of the shit these guys come out with on vegan Twitter, on vegan woke flake Twitter. Phenomenal. And I think it's about time we started getting into a regular, thing with these guys because they make us look fucking insane, don't they? Like, the vegans make us look bad. These are genuinely the ones doing that. it's like they are, right? And we definitely, as the ones on this channel, you are rational, you are reasonable, you are the people, you are the ones that I am proud to say, like when I say I'm vegan, I'm thinking of you guys watching this video in the comments here. I'm thinking I'm proud to be associated with you. I am not proud. In fact, I am embarrassed that to have anything to do with those vegan woke flakes. So I think it's about time we start to regularly highlight some of the absolute nonsense coming from these people and, show the world that we also think they're fucking idiots. And, when it comes to veganism, we've all got our own approaches, and I'm not going to shit on anyone's, approach to talking about veganism. That's not what I'm talking about, but I am going to bring them in here, and I am going to call out the ridiculous shit that they try and insert into veganism, like coming after Danny and trying to fight him because of something, or, like calling people racist because they don't agree with everything that they say. This shit, it's about time that we just got into this. We got balls deep in this and started calling it out on a regular basis. So this is what we're going to do. Not calling it out, but highlighting it, debunking it, rationally taking it apart, and also having a fucking good time doing it, having a good laugh doing it. So guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more exclusive content, do check out the Patreon. It's in the pinned comment. You can join the Patreon team and get access to exclusive content that's being made by myself and my partner, Annie, and it's not going to be uploaded to YouTube. So if that sounds cool to you, something that's not going to be on YouTube, you want to see it, go and join the Patreon team. You get to help me out, help me make more videos, and you get access to that exclusive content. So, big win-win. Thanks, everyone, for joining this week's Face the Facts Friday. Don't miss Sunday's live stream. You're going to love this one. It's already up, doing an interview. Again, we're going to talk about woke flakes, and we're going to talk about this guy who is the founder of the vegan camp out in the UK. He's been taking some shit from these people. We're going to get deep into it. It's going to be real good, talking about cancel culture and all that good stuff. And again, calling out some of this woke flakery nonsense. So don't miss it. See you all Sunday. Have a great rest of your Friday and a great Saturday.